seems like we've been starting a lot of streams with a lot of bots lately, but I'm not too bad. Yeah, hello, hello. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm really excited for tonight. For those of you who don't know, who haven't seen any of my other announcements, today is the 1 year anniversary of me being laid off from my previous job, which I used to do in the trucking industry. And so, in honor of that, we will be playing American Trucking Simulator. Oh, hold on. There we go. Gotta get rid of that. And then let me turn down my desktop sound. It's gonna be a little loud, I think, today, because we have a lot of trucking noises. Also, we're at 42 followers. Yay, thank you so much to Griffin3 Thorn. And I would say thank you for Akai Hacho, but it seems that they are not a real person. I'm worried that I should actually change my settings to delete bots from my followers, and I think that's something I might actually do, even though it'll set me back a little bit, because I'd rather have real people actually watching me. That would be much preferred. Other than that, I think I'm just honestly going to hop right into it. The only challenge of the day is the game does not allow me to control any of my OBS settings while I'm playing. It locks me into the screen, probably to keep people from making mistakes and having their truck get stuck, because it is actually really hard to do anything else other than drive the truck. And driving the truck is very difficult as well, as I tested out. So I'm going to take a little sip of my tea and I will load up the game. But just know that it's going to be almost impossible for me to do any like mod tooling, and it's going to be hard for me to adjust the audio. So I'm going to have the game audio a little bit lower than usual, just in case, because I honestly don't know if any of the noises are going to be annoying for people, but it's just going to be, it locks my mouse into my other display, so unfortunately. But also, hi to everybody. I'm gonna load it up and get going. I have a little Star Wars mug today. Oh, sorry. All right. I'm a little scared, honestly. Hello, hello. Yes, it's actually a lot like real trucking. It's actually nerve-wracking. I tried it earlier. It's really difficult. It's really, really difficult. All right, we're gonna see how this works with you guys. Okay, great. So you guys can see and you can hear, and it's not too loud. Boy. I did play a little bit. I think we're actually going to start over. Oh, graphic funkiness. Oh, yes, we are. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Ooh, pardon me. We are going to quit the game really quick, actually. This is going to be really hard to manage because I can't do anything. Ooh, okay. Gross. Yes, I do want to quit. Oh god. Okay. We're going to go into my desktop gaming settings. Ignore what's happening. We're gonna do game capture. It was Strobe Light Edition. We're partying. We're partying on the road. Okay. What is DirectX 11 or OpenGL? I don't know what any of these mean. Hopefully this will pick up on I have it set to capture any full screen application. Okay, well, you have the noise. I'm going to turn this into a full screen because I have it turned off of full screen right now. Options. You know what would be really funny? Okay, is it capturing? No. Oh, there we go. Hey. Okay. And it's not weird. I can't switch to my other window. Hold on, wait. Maybe I can do. Oh, yes, it lets me do it. Hooray. We're back and no flashies. Great success. When in doubt, just display capture it out or game capture it out. Because that was display capture, and as we have discovered, it doesn't work well. Yeah, that looks much better. Thank God. No, we're gonna manage profiles, and we will delete this profile. I'm not gonna lie, it's really difficult and really scary. I have such bad driving anxiety, and this absolutely triggers it a little. Oh. Are these, like, people who worked on the game? We're gonna pick this guy. Actually looks oddly familiar. And we're gonna get a big red Mack truck. Is this Mack? No, it's international. Okay. There's only 8 logos. I think we're gonna go with this little star. It looks very militaristic. Militaristic though. And we will do Razel Freight. We could also be a girl. But I think it might be fun. Fun to not do that. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna... The one that I found to be the best steering thus far is the mouse steering. And then we'll use simple automatic transmission. Because I don't have a actual driving simulator set up. I don't have a wheel and foot pedals. I just have a mouse and keyboard. Some people have the full setup, and I'm a little jealous. But I am not that person. This is going to be really hard. Okay. Places we want to start in. Where do we want to go? San Fran, Sacramento, Redding? Maybe Fresno? I think I'm kind of partial to Fresno. That's a very common. These are all like, I know that they're like big metropolitan areas, and therefore there's going to be a lot of people in them, but they are like very familiar towns from scheduling. I think we're going to do Fresno. Fresno's a big one. Probably because it's off of like Route 66 and everything. Oh, we can also move the map. No Chicago for us. Feels selective to me. So let's walk through the tutorial. Ooh, welcome to the city of Fresno. And welcome to American Truck Simulator. At last you had the chance to experience your dream job. Driving a truck! Your own transportation company is now open for business, but sadly you lack the money to buy a truck. For now you'll have to work for other companies as a driver for hire. So just working as a contractor. That happens from time to time. Not too many, like, spare drivers, but usually it'll be people who, like, either have a truck and are signing on to a company thing, or they're like actually working for a company. Okay, your task is to deliver a load of waste paper to MWM Dock in Fresno. Your employer has provided you with a vehicle and will cover all expenses. Don't let anyone down and arrive on time. Which is surprisingly a very impossible thing. Okay, we're going to press E to start the engine. And we're going to throttle forward. Ooh, I don't want to turn that way. I didn't find it to be very motion sicky, but I did find it to be otherwise anxiety inducing. We can also switch camera angles. And we can move our camera around. For me, it's very similar to my nightmares of driving. Okay, and then we have our roof camera. We have our lean out camera so we can look behind us as we're fucking up our backing up. Our bumper camera to look at where our butt is going. Then we have our on-wheel camera. That one actually might not be too bad to drive with, personally. And a drive-by camera. And then this is just like the next camera. Okay. Then we press F1. And that pauses and that will bring up... Okay, so we have where we need to go. We have sat-nav, which is fun. And then we use our various F5, F6, F7. That's right, we can damage our truck. On-wheel cam is like we're riding in a motorcycle cycle. It is. I actually like... I a little bit prefer to be... When we're on the road, I prefer to be in the cab. But when we're on facility, I prefer, like, top down. So I know where the fuck I'm parking. Okay, and then we have 8 and 9. Okay. F5 again. Okay. I'm sure I know where we're going. Right? Right? It looks like I have to circle the building and get out the front. Okay. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Nothing could go wrong. Okay. Use route advisor. See where you are. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna thread the needle here. Okay, great. We're a good distance away from them. Then we have to go all the way around. Okay, that's fine. B. Let me tell you, this is going already way better than my test run. Is this gonna open up for me? This is also not a gate. Yes, it is gonna open. This is also a thing. The number of drivers that I've had call and be like, I'm stuck at the gate, they won't open it. And I have to call the facility to like have them either go out and let the truck in, or we call them and they're like, oh yeah, we're closed. And it's like, why did you agree to the shipment scheduling if you weren't even open? Okay. Oh. Yeah. Switch to the next page. 0, number 0. Oh. F7 to continue. Okay. yeah, cool. Ooh, toggle side mirrors. I love being able to see the route advisor modes. Okay. Everything's fine, I'm fine. Oh, I'm pressing E. I turned off my car. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Okay. We're gonna head out here. And I'm gonna trust that we're okay. Ooh, we're gonna go quickly. Ugh, I'm bad at stopping. We have to make a left turn. Ugh. Hello, hello. Welcome in. We're at a red light. Look left. And look right. We're in a truck. You can't really see my left side view mirror. I love left turns when there's no oncoming traffic to be worried about. I'm gonna pull out into the far lane. And I think we have to make a right turn here. Or is that... Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Okay. I think we have to make a right turn at the next light. Is that where it says? I can't tell. Can't read. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll use this navigation site. We're on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. I do sing when I drive, if I drive. Alright, we're gonna try and slowly take this turn. I don't know how to take turns while driving a truck. We're gonna keep into this lane. And then I guess we're gonna try and drive quickly. Oh, we've discovered a new viewpoint. Oh, nice. Did you turn cops off? I did turn off traffic issues. So I won't get... Oh, I was supposed to take that exit. Oh, shit, I was supposed to take that exit. Oh, shit. How was I supposed to know? Ooh, it also... Oh, you know what I forgot? Game options. Actually, I do need to turn off... no pedestrians, thank you. I don't need that. And then we'll go to... Oh, was I supposed to... apply? And then gameplay, I'm supposed to do that. So I am supposed to turn off cops. Invert mouse, heavy cargo. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, cabin accessories physics. Ooh. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Or did I already turn it off? I might have already turned it off. If it saved my settings from my old profile, then we should be good. I think so. Whose is that? Steering rotation. Blinker camera? Oh yeah. Automatic headlights, automatic high beams. Lane assistant. Lane keeping support. Adaptive cruise control. Anti-lock braking system on. Air brake simulation. Ooh. Wow, there's a lot. I don't understand half of these things. Show cutscenes, show blockers. Ah, there we go. Traffic offense. Turned off. There we go. Because I don't want to deal with that. I don't like it. Steering sensitivity. I'm going to turn it down by a lot. Okay. There we go. I feel better. Ooh. Imagine just like entering the options of life and then you come back and you're driving like 49 miles down. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Like 50 miles down the highway, you know? Okay, lane keeping assistance my ass. This is not helping. All these drivers passing me. How far do I have to go to get going? Ooh, I am not in my lane. Ooh, I'm not in my lane. Ooh. And I'm 20 miles under. Shut up. Oh. I'm actually... Okay, trucks have like a different speed on this road then. Ooh, ooh. Keeping it center is hard. I just turned down steering sensitivity. How is it still doing it? I have the fear of God in me right now. Ugh. I just really am playing this game so that I can learn how to drive in real life. Because I'm so bad at driving. I am full of anxiety right now. This is the one simulator that I'm like, oh yeah, it'll be fine, and then I hop in and I'm like, oh god, oh god. At least this time it's like not real people who I can accidentally kill in a huge fiery accident. How are we even? Are we gonna have to drive all the way to like the next turnpike or something? Ooh, 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 ooh. Lane departure. I need compliments on my driving, but I know I'm doing a terrible job, so I'm not expecting them. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I'll just drive like 102 miles for no reason for $1,500 because I took the wrong turn. Ooh, I keep drifted. I hope California's not actually like this, where if you miss your turn off, you're fucking stuck for an hour. Riveting gameplay, truly. It's just me having a panic attack for 3 hours over fake driving. Okay, okay, I think we're coming up to some sort of turn. Let me press F5 real quick. No, we're stuck here for a bit. Okay. Ooh, a helicopter. Ooh, Bakersfield. Okay, we're coming up to our exit. Coming up to the exit. I'm freaking out. This is the worst part. Just gripping the steering wheel if I had one. Instead, it's my mouse. Oh god, okay. gotta slow it down to get under the 35 miles an hour. We're turning off. We're turning off. We're slowing down. Okay. We're getting up. We're stopping at the stop. Oh, Christ. I'm gonna wait until after that car passes. You don't want to come up from that side? Oh, no, there's another car coming up. Oh, no, they turned. Alright, we're going. Oh, we're going. We're pulling out. Oh, we're turning. Obeying all the traffic laws in Grand Theft Auto 5. And we're making another turn here. Ooh. I'm gonna wait. And then we're... Oh, hello, police officer. I'm not committing any traffic violations because I turned them off. You can't catch me because there's no crimes where I am. Don't call the DOT on me, because there isn't one right now. We're getting up to speed. Okay, that wasn't too long for having to take that extra turn, and we'll just stay in the right lane. As if this is real driving. That's how my brain is working right now. I actually, ooh, there's a blockage. Ooh, there's a blockage. Do I go around? I think I go around, right? I'll go nice and slow. I think I've passed them, so I can merge back over. Oh, God. I forgot I didn't turn off blockages. I actually don't know if we could get pulled over. I imagine not that now that I've turned off traffic violations. I don't think I will, but that is actually a common thing. Should I hop into a story of freight? Speaking of getting pulled over, would you like to hear about the time that, okay, I'll just start it. Oh shit, we're departing. So there was this one time where I was covering for another team, and they had a load go missing, as in, like, we couldn't contact the driver. The dispatcher wasn't picking up their phone either. So the one hauling the load and the one telling him what to do, nobody was answering their phones, which is common. So usually not a worry. But it had been a while, and the customer was very noisy. So they were constantly calling and asking, and I tried calling the receiver, because, like, oh, well, maybe they got to the place where they're supposed to, which is usually my first call, is, well, maybe they are where they're supposed to be and we just don't know, and the customer is not always the place that it's delivering to, but they had never seen him, they hadn't heard anything, and they were getting also freaked out, so I was like, well, shit. So a little bit while later passes, I just sort of put a little, okay, well, we'll call the driver again in like an hour and see if they'll pick up then. But the facility calls or emails back, and they say that the police had called them and said something about the load, but they didn't have any actual information. And so then I'm like, well, shit, now I have to call the police in Texas for unknown reasons, and I have very little information on a truck, and now I have to call the highway patrol or the state troopers, and I got passed around between the like 3 different offices, because you call one and they're like, oh yeah, we're just like the local police force. For any traffic things, you'd have to call the highway patrol. And then I call the highway patrol and they're like, oh, if it's like an arrest and you like can't find the driver, you're gonna have to call the state trooper. So then I call the state trooper. It's already like 3 hours at this point. And so I call them and they're like, oh no, No, we have no clue what you're talking about. We haven't had any truck driver arrests today. And we're like, okay, where the fuck's this truck? And then, it? Oh, I hope that we're arriving on time. I don't think we are. Shit. Um, we have 16 minutes. Yeah, we should be getting there soon. Expected arrival time. Ooh, are we taking the next exit up here? I think we might be. I think we are. Yeah, we are. Okay. 1 second. So I get an email back later. It's the receiver. The state patrol. Ooh, gotta slow down on this merge off. The state patrol called them. The driver was a drug trafficker and had been hauling cocaine from the tip of the southern tip of Texas up through Louisiana. We're just gonna keep going. And their truck had drugs in it. So anyway, that's how I helped them locate their missing drug. I know. Oh, it's a yield? Okay, we're good. And freight do be crazy like that from time to time. Occasionally it's just a driver who's like, I've had drivers where like, oh, their wife's giving birth, and so they've suddenly, without warning, have parked the car and decided, is this a turn on red? Am I allowed to go? I'm not sure on the traffic rules. Um, and so they'll like abandon a load, obviously, to go be with their pregnant wife who's giving birth. No problem with that. Just like maybe call us next time. Have your dispatcher tell us what the fuck you're doing before you suddenly go ghost. But that's understandable. And then sometimes a truck goes missing because the driver's stolen the load, like literally stolen the load, and is now selling it to a third party. And then occasionally there's drugs. Truly, truly a wild time. No, literally, it's like a thing. Drivers will grab a load, and then they won't. Oh, we're driving right through this orange light. We're going straight through. We made it most of the way through. And then I don't see a train. But it is. Selling the load is crazy. Selling the load is crazy. I don't understand why you would ever want to do that, and I don't understand, like, who would even. Oh, are we going or are you going, dude? Pick a fucking time. Pause there for 6 minutes. That's how I actually drive. Is very angry. And then, Lord knows who they're selling it to, for one thing. Oh, we actually made it here pretty smoothly. I'm glad that I did the test drive. Okay, are you parking? What are you doing, ma'am? Ugh. So fucking weird. There's nobody in that car. Alright. And then, it goes missing. We never hear anything from the trucker. They get, like, a mark down in our system. Cause, oh, shit. I bumped the gate. I bumped the gate. And we have no clue where it goes. And there's no way to prove that they've stolen the load. Okay. Enter. I'm gonna keep it safe because I don't want to park weird. We'll just pull over there. Go really slow. Is it? Did we miss the mark? Whoop, whoop. Too fast. We did it. Oh, pretty nice. Pretty good XP. Sweet. We wasted a lot of gas doing that whole thing. That took 3 hours and 41 minutes for a... Well, okay, so we only wasted like 41 minutes. Usually drivers can do like 50 miles per hour. It's like the average. That's how we estimate travel time. I will now explain DOT regulations to everyone. So the Department of Transportation has regulations on drivers for how long they can drive and how long they go without a break and how long they can operate their vehicle, right? So a driver can operate their vehicle for 14 hours a day. Of that 14 hours, you could do 10 hours of active driving. After 10 to 11 hours, it's sort of, yeah. And then of that, after 8 hours, you have to take a half-hour break. So generally speaking, a driver could do like 10 hours a day or 11 hours a day, depending on how things, you know. But then, so we'll take that and we'll times it by 50 miles. So it's usually like 500 to 600 miles depending on how much highway they have or how many side streets. If you're like in fucking New York or Long Island or most of the East Coast or the Northeast Coast that's not Maine, that's going to probably be fewer miles per hour because of how many roads and how many side roads there are. And it's an absolute fucking nightmare getting anything onto Long Island, let me tell you. I hate it. I never want to do it ever again. And all of my customers were in the Northeast. Until the end, where they were both mostly like southeast or southwest. It is. There's a lot to it. So then you would like estimate, okay, well, this load is like 150 miles. That means that they can get there in 3 hours comfortably. Definitely less than same day. Like easy peasy. And then you would schedule like, oh, well, this is a good we'll do a morning pickup or like even a midday pickup with an evening drop off depending on their availability, and you know, driver could do several of those trips in a day, and it's very, very nice. It keeps things moving. But the idea that we would, well, okay, 460, kind of normal for this range. I would usually do like 460 for like 250 miles. Usually it's like the compensation if like say you had to go somewhere else mid-load, because sometimes you'll get a call from the customer and they'll be like, oh yeah, I know you're like picking up here, but can you also pick up from this other place? And then you have to calculate the mileage between stops and then add that extra compensation. And usually it's like $2 a mile, sometimes 3 if you feel really bad. But you have to get that, like, at my job you had to get that approved by your manager. Any, like, deviation from the standard rates. This is your headquarters. It's a pretty basic garage. It may not be much, but it's a start. Unfortunately, you haven't got anything to park there yet, so there are no trucks in sight. Once you've earned enough money and bought a truck, you will be able to move in the world freely and run your own business from here. Good luck. So, we get to go to the quick job board. Oh my god, this is absolutely the DAT website. It's the DAT, as we'd call it. It's the list of a bunch of loads from independent brokerages. For us, because I worked for a company that rhymes with Schmoober, and they had a proprietary app for both customers and for drivers, so it was very much like this, but we were separate from the DAT. We wouldn't post on the DAT unless we were desperate, but most other like trucking companies post on something called the DAT. I don't know what it stands for. I don't care what it stands for anymore. But it's a place where like a bunch of loads are listed so that drivers can reach out and book them. These rates are a little fucking nuts. The idea that drivers right now are moving anything for like 20 bucks a mile, those are like emergency crisis numbers. That is, we have to fucking move this or die kind of pricing. Never, ever, ever, ever. um, and then also the loads. The load things. Usually a truck can take like 45,000 pounds. If it's a... My life is a nightmare. So many dogs. But usually like, okay, so 45 miles, 45 pounds, 45,000 pounds, to a truck. I love my dog. I love my dog. They're great. But they hate everything that moves outside. And also sometimes they see things that aren't there. So they just bark all the time. And it's great. I love it. Bushnell sounds very familiar. Some of these are very, like, very clearly, like, knockoff. This icon I recall very strongly. But like total truck weight on normal for like a dry van, like a typical like 16-wheeler, not any of the short ones, it's usually like, oh, this truck can weigh a total of 50,000 pounds. So then you subtract the weight of the trailer and the cab, or tractor as it was called, and that should be like the average leftover is like 45,000. So anything that's over that, we either have to ask the driver if they can haul it at all. This would pay us probably a good bit. I don't understand why the one with the highest pounds is the one. We're gonna take this one because it expires in 9 minutes, and it's the best rate. I didn't check the time on that, actually. I didn't check the time at all. Let me see what the job is. Ooh, no thank you. What is it? Expected. Oh, expected by 5 p.m.? Okay. Or midnight tonight. That's fine. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I do have driver exhaustion. Oh, fuel? Okay, no, we're good for fuel. It looks like we loaded up on fuel. Alright. And then my trailer has cleared. 1 sec, BRB. Okay. I'll drive really slow. Drive really, really slow. Oh, I like this truck. We have like actual side mirrors, but I do like the assisted side mirrors. Let's look. Okay, we're okay. We'll just pull out of here. Everything will be fine. Oh yeah, I love driving over the curb. Shit, dude. The number of drivers I have that get stuck in ditches cannot. Okay, and we're taking a left here. There's no stop sign? Weird. Okay, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go, cause there's nothing that tells me I can't. There's no yield sign, there's no stop sign, which means plow through and hopefully nobody dies. Oh, this road is 45 miles, okay. Is it this one? No, it's the next left. Ahead stop. Well, I would love to. Then we turn. They don't have a stoplight. I find that irritating, personally. Oh, another cop. And they all turned. Okay, we're going right after this car. I do not care what else is there. Please nobody hit me. Please nobody hit me. Okay, we're turning right onto the highway. I do not drive on the highway. I hate it. I do not like feeling like my car is jelly. Does anybody else feel like that on the highway? Yeah, thank you, lane departure warning. It's the most nerve-wracking part of the entire game. I can't. Oh, there's a cargo train. Ooh. I'm gonna wait until Sage is back before I tell anything about trains. We're on the road again. I'm apparently speeding, but I'm like barely over the speed limit. So I don't like that it does that. I'm not keeping up with traffic. Although, are trucks supposed to keep up with traffic, or are they just supposed to, like, make sure that they drive safely? That's the other thing, is, like, you don't learn about, like, how truckers actually move. You're just scheduling. You're very, like, data-driven, like, only matters if they arrive on time kind of things. And honestly, we're only worried, actually, if they're arriving late. Everything else between point A and point B, it's like, nah. Absolutely. Hurts my heart to drive. Ugh. I also don't like aiming down the center of the road. See, even this truck's driving faster than me. Like, excuse me. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, helping me stay in my lane, my ass, dude. I wish there was a way to put on, like, a radio setting. Okay, we're not merging off here, we're just going straight. It's a lot of driving. She says, as a truck driver. Ooh. Sorry, my arm's like cramping. That's the other reason why I don't drive. Is because I have weak little noodle arms. I can't hold onto the steering wheel that long. Ooh, eventually we're gonna have to worry about fuel too. Which is, additionally, I always question how pumping gas works every time I get out to pump gas. It is different almost every time. And I've also only pumped my own gas like 2 or 3 times. So I don't remember. Apparently on Long Island you don't pump your own gas. It's like illegal to pump your own gas in some states. I think just one though. And I think it is Long Island. Is it Long Island? No, it's Rhode Island. That's the one with the island in it. I would love to be there, because I don't want to pump my own gas. Wants to be a California girl. I don't know what that song is, but I made it up. You know, they said they had a graphics update, but this is actually kind of bubbly. There's a lot of dots happening. But maybe I was supposed to boot it up in like a different way. Okay. Listen, 2 miles over is not speeding. Can't emphasize that enough, especially when people are passing you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Dude. I don't know, radio me before you merge like that. Asshole. Now I have to fucking... Okay, go ahead of me. Go on. I'm trying to get behind you. Fucking asshole. I need to merge off. Yeah, shut up. I totally cut that dude off. I am not missing my exit. You can't make me. Watch it be like the right 2 lanes were the ones that were going to divide off to the right. Oh, it's not an exit. I'm being stupid. Okay. That's hilarious. Also, why is this guy driving so slow? Sorry, cop. I'm gonna pull out behind you, though. As I say, driving fucking so slow. Alright. Move, 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 move. This is not indicative of my actual driving, okay? Okay. Yeah, shut up. I don't care if I'm departing from my lane. I'm trying to drive on the road. Ugh. I hate merging and I hate changing lanes. Ooh, this is kind of cute and mountainous. Oh, okay, I'm going pretty high over. We'll slow down a little bit. Ooh, ooh. Feeling the trailer fishtail behind me is really freaking me out, dude. Oh, and I need to get... Oh, I need to wait. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Ah. Fuck, dude. At least nobody's dead. We almost were, though. Don't drive like this. Let me be very clear. Do not drive like this. How long until our exit? Is it the next exit? It looks like it is. I'm gonna get over before somebody merges. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it Is it? It looks like it is. No, no it's not. No it's not. No it's not. Shit, 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 shit. Me misreading the map every 2 seconds. Okay, I'm at the next exit. I'm the next exit. Okay. Next one, next one, next one. We're merging off. We're merging off. I'm not getting a speed warning on this section of road, so I think we're okay to stay at our current speed. Ooh, I need to merge over. I need to merge over. And merge over again. I don't want to be stuck in that lane anymore, but now I can't tell where I am in the lane. This is me just analyzing how I'm driving. Not as advertised. I don't think I'm going to Los Angeles, am I? No, I don't think so. Certainly not this exit. No. This does look like LA though, with the mountains on either side. Ooh, somebody left some tire tracks on the road. Okay, which exit are we? This is why having like a co-driver is so important. At least to me, I really enjoy having a passenger when I drive so that when I ask questions like, oh, where's our exit? They can just be like, oh, it's not for a while, or blah blah blah. Because staring at a GPS the whole time to be like, hey, where am I in the world is really irritating to me. I don't like doing it. Wow, we are hauling. This is a light load, too. We shouldn't be driving this slow, going up hills. It's a game. It's a game, I promise. It's just a game to me. My brain is not... I'm actually not doing too bad now. Now that I've calmed down. We're going down... Ooh, 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 ooh. Right as I say that we're not doing too bad. I lie. I lie and we start doing terrible. Ooh, this is my exit. Ooh, this is my exit. Ooh, we are slowing down. We're braking. We're braking. We're in Oxnard. Oxnard is such... Oh my god. Let me tell you. I used to have a lot of enterprise accounts. Ooh, we're stopping. We're stopping. And my enterprise accounts, almost all of them picked up from Oxnard. This is a huge... If you are ordering a fridge from certain companies that sell those type of large electronics, this is where they're coming from, my dude. Especially if you're on the West Coast. But also sometimes if you live in Louisiana. I think we had some Oxnards to LA's. Oh, there we go. Ooh, we're turning. Ooh, we're turning. Oh, right turn. Yeah, I'm not going to, dude. I am, however, going to stop at this red light. Oh, classic. Ooh, we're almost there, though. We just gotta cross. I wonder if there's ever, like, trains that actually cross over here that we have to stop for. All right, here we go. Here we go. Turning in. We're gonna stay wide and then cut over. Oh, and then here we are in our little spot. Oh, where are we? I hate backing up. There we go. Oh, no, I don't need to back up. There we go. Okay. I would like to... Ooh, should we try Where Do You Need It? It would give us a lot of XP. That means that they're gonna have us park really complicatedly. I'll do it. Oh, okay, that's not too bad, I think. God, please don't be awful. Please don't be awful. Please don't be awful. Let's check where on the map that is. Oh, it's just over there. Oh, okay. So where? We can't circle over there. We have to... Oh, this isn't too bad, actually. I do like this perspective a little bit better than being in the cab, though. But yeah. If the rail... Ooh, I'm bad at this job. Ooh, I am bad at this job. Alright, let's get a good wide circle on here. Ooh, I did a bad. I did a bad. I did a bad. I did a bad. Okay. Wide circle. Wide circle. Why is this so stressful? And of course they have a fucking piece of equipment here. Ugh. No one ever keeps their shits clean like this. Oh, no, 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 no. My focus when parking is arguably too much. Because no, I have to align myself appropriately with my truck. This is gonna take 6 years off my life. Oh, no, no, no. No, am I hitting something? It feels like I'm hitting something. Over here. Oh, what if we cut further in, like over past the truck, past here? Honestly, yes. Let's do that. Okay. Okay. And then we'll cut my bit back. And then, yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What did we learn today, kids? Today we learned that you should never let me operate a moving vehicle. Truly the worst idea. I'll kill us all. And I'll cry about it afterwards for sure. Okay, we're gonna pull forward again. Where do you need it? Not wherever the fuck you had planned to park it, because whatever the fuck I'm doing is wrong. Okay? It's wrong and it's bad. It's bad and I should feel bad, and I'm right next to a bunch of explosive 10, like 1,000-gallon tanks over here. Okay, I'm trying to... I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Because it sure as shit ain't working. No. 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 Not at all. Okay, okay, okay. I think we're getting it. Okay. Okay. Stop moving. Jesus. Alright. We're gonna do this backwards. Because I'm so smart. Now we're gonna back up. Oh, okay, the rear end needs to cut back. I hate that they're making me park it here. Like, why would you do that to me? I need to... Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, I could get it right next to it. I could kind of get it. Ooh, I might actually get it. Ooh, I might actually get it. Ooh, yes. Okay, now we have to stop. Now we have to stop. Ooh, park it till you feel it, I guess. Okay. Move over here, and over here, and over here. Okay, and then we're gonna start straightening out the trailer. God. This is actually, once again, every moving vehicle in any video game, whether or not it's like fucking Sunnyside or Trucking Simulator, I'm just putting it exactly where it just was. Literally kill me. Alright. Oh, Jesus, we're changing perspectives. Alright, we're gonna pull forward. We're gonna pull forward and straight. We're gonna pull forward and straight. It's not moving. I love that it keeps telling me, like, oh, if you want to skip the parking, because you really suck at it. Because you're really bad at it, actually. Maybe you should stop. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're getting this. Oh, yeah, we're getting this. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna try. No, 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 no. Oh, God. I don't know how to fucking drive, dude. And of course, being a facility, they're like, oh yeah, you can put it wherever. You can put it in this little corner back here. You park it all the way in this tiny little fucking corner where nobody's gonna find it. Nobody's gonna care about it. Oh, 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 oh. This is like the third time we've bumped. We're gonna cut, and then back it up. Back it up. Oh, that's forward again. We're backing it. We're backing it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're doing great. Okay. And then we're gonna pull back over. Look at my little guy moving his little hands. He's so smart. God, I am the worst at driving. Holy shit. Okay. 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 And we're just going straight back. We're just going straight back. Listen, I said watch me fail. And boy howdy are we. I said straight back and then I immediately start zigzagging like a fucking psycho. It's like a little puzzle. Get this shit off my truck. Thank God. Put me 5 hours. Big yikes. Horrible. Well, we made 6 grand. Plus a little bit extra for level 1 proficiency bonus. Alright. We're still a newbie until we're level 5, though. That wasn't too terrible. I didn't kill anybody. Ooh, new upgrades available. Rem Kenworth? Okay, but we don't have trucks, though. Like, why would I spend my money on new rims? Ooh, trailer upgrades. Oh, we don't have that. Jobs. Quick job. Okay, what's the next one? I guess the offer expiration is like, okay, when, like, either they're going to change the rate or they'll, like, oh, this needs to be picked up by X, Y, and Z time. Ooh. You can sort by the kind of truck you want to drive. How far is this? Fresno to Oxnard? Oh, that's the same route. And then Oxnard to Barstow. It's not as much money, but it is a good rate. And it's a new route. It's not a lot of weight either. Ping pong. We'll do that one. I'm feeling the mood. Oh, jeez. This is honestly the same, like, oh god, I don't want to drive feeling that I get from when I actually drive. Looks like we just need to turn left out. Oh, do I need to turn on my car? No, we're good. Zoom, 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 zoom. It's 209 miles. It's not too bad. Okay. Let's see. What other bullshit fucking things have... Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Almost missed the stop line. And of course we have to pull out onto one of the busiest roads. And we have a huge blind spot. Do I have to pull out into the middle first? Ugh, I think I do. Alright, we'll go now. We'll go right now. We're gonna go right now. We're gonna go right now. Straight over. Not turning. Good luck, everybody else. Okay. We're just gonna stay right in this right lane. Oh, without. Okay. And we're here. We're good. Jesus. Okay. So so common things that drivers do. Besides arriving late, either due to traffic or like weather, there's a whole bunch of stuff with weather usually. Nobody wants to drive into a hurricane, even though we have loads that still deliver to hurricane locations. Ooh, maybe I should talk about the Texas power outages that one terrible, terrible winter. Because that was fucking awful. Imagine, imagine you have a bunch of loads that are booked and drivers are booked and it's fucking cold as shit, right? Oh, I'm worried about which exit we're taking on this actual spaghetti intersection. Oh, I have new mail? I do not care. I do not want to look at it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Let's look at it. What is it, F8? It is. No, it's F9. F9, okay. No? Well then, who the fuck is texting me while I'm trying not to die on the highway? Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, okay. So, I'm trying to remember where we were. Okay, winter, COVID. Like, end of COVID, that one terrible winter that knocked out, like, all of Texas's really terrible power infrastructure. Because nothing, like, south of the Bible Belt is built for any sudden change in weather. You go to Atlanta, if anything gets below like 42 degrees there, they're like, drip your pipes, make sure that your water's running all the time, because you can definitely afford that. In Texas, it's all of their usual power infrastructure, which is probably the worst place to have no power. Right now with Hurricane Beryl, there's like places with no power in the middle of the fucking blistering sun, and they're completely out, and they're using, I don't know, what is it, Whataburger to find places with AC, and that was very similar to how it was in winter, where literal people are like dying of the cold, and trucks can't get places because either A, they don't have plows, or it knocks out their battery, and now they don't have any power to like turn on the lights at the facility or operate the gates. Oh yes, it is nuts. It's sort of like, I guess, Waffle House, where in hurricanes in the southeast, like Florida and things, it's like, oh, well, we know where to get help because that's where you just look on what which Waffle Houses are still running, and then you know where power is. Hello, by the way, yes. I think we're going to Bakersfield. I think that was the job. Let me double check on the F6. That does not say. Ooh, I can adjust seats. What? What? I don't want to do that. The trucking is terrifying. I don't know if I've ever expressed this anywhere except within like my immediate friend group, but I have severe driving anxiety. And there is no power steering on this fucking truck. So I'm just wibbly wobbling, 15 miles under the speed limit. Okay, hold on. Alright, I'm letting my dog in. We're summoning the pupper. Okay, come here. Go on. Go lay down. Go up. This is my son, Vic. It's my pride and joy. He's also very whiny. He's very cute. Look at him. He's huge. He's a big boy. Yes.
at you. Your hands are the size of my hands.
Looks like he will just be hanging out with us. Oh, his name is Victor Crumb. Like from Harry Potter. Hold on, which way? Which way can you still see him? There we go. I love him. He's just gonna immediately fall asleep, honestly. He's tired.
Yes, he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
He's just also very needy. Oh, convoys. Convoy lobby. Oh. I can join other people. Skills. Ooh. This is actually a thing. I hate that this is a thing. Okay, so you need different like certifications, both as like obviously a facility to create hazardous materials or like high value cargo. You need to have like certain insurance, and then as a driver, you also need to have hazardous cargo certifications, which are difficult to get, or alcohol registrations. And then also some truckers, for religious reasons, won't haul alcohol. So that's a whole other negotiation. Not that you ever try to negotiate. If they say they can't, they're not. They're just not going to do it. But in terms of getting like some states require you to have like a whole separate manifesto if you have alcohol, and then your driver needs to be certified in a way where you can haul that. It is a actual nightmare. But same with long distance drivers. Obviously, you have like you need to get a separate DOT number for being interstate and intrastate. And so long distance, that being a skill is hilarious. High value cargo, you as a driver have to have a certain level of insurance that would pay for any high value cargo that's lost. And finding a driver that has enough fucking money to actually haul luxury goods is really difficult. That's why it's usually like they do it on trains most of the time. Um, that's why, we deliver to Oxnard a lot in California. And it seems like that's true here is because it seems like there's railways. And then fragile cargo, airlift, or if you pass a truck and it says like air ride or like air cargo, it's not that it's like going on an airplane all the time. It's whether or not the suspension in the trailer is new enough or like a certain certification or a certain brand that has that air cushion so that you can carry fragile cargo and it's not going to bump or break. And then just in time delivery, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? And then fuel economy is like, okay, newer cars, electric cars. Usually it kind of depends. If you are a owner operator, as in like it's your truck, it's your insurance, it's your whole business that you're running yourself, usually it is contract. But there are quite a few large companies. There's brokerages that are considered asset based. I used to work for a non asset based brokerage, so we don't have our own trucks. We would hire things out. A lot of the big companies are like Dart, or I mean, JB Hunt is both a brokerage and a trucking company. They have their own drivers. So if you see like the JB Hunt logo with the little banner or whatever, that is one of the longest running and oldest freight brokerage companies out there. But so sometimes there is a big corporation. The larger trucking companies, 100%, but there's a huge chunk of drivers who are owner operators, and they, on paper, make like you could make like 100K, but take home usually is like half that or a quarter of that in terms of what you can actually put away. Because the cost of upkeep, the cost of gas,
you have to maintain your vehicle. If anything happens to it, you're fucked. And then taxes. Taxes are a nightmare. Because your company sometimes pays a certain portion of income taxes as well. And I think for certain corporations it's a lot easier than being like an independent contractor. And then you have like both your health insurance that you have to pay for, your spouse's health insurance. Oftentimes these are like 50, 60-year-old men who have like a wife and kids at home. And so you're providing for your kids and everything. It's a whole thing. And that's why there's not a lot of young people getting into it, which kind of sucks because COVID, as we all know, really hit that 50 to 60-year-old age group really, really hard, right? And even more so for truckers who were like, you're traveling around. You are, in many ways, a ship sailing with bubonic rats. Kind of. So there's a lot of transfers that can happen and that sort of helped with the spread there too. There was a few places where the regulation was like, do not get out of your trailer. Stick the bill of lading out of the crack in your window. We will tape the signed BOL to your door before you leave. Do not leave. Like, that's how things were kept nice and separated during COVID, but having to enter that into our like shipment notes that would get sent to the driver of like instructions. Usually the instructions are like, oh, yeah, the gate code is 1234, or when you get there, call this number. That's normal, but during COVID, like, half of our loads were like, do not get out of your truck. You will not be unloaded if you leave your truck. Like, in all caps. We were required to put it in all caps. It is so funny. And then we had a team that would translate it into Spanish too. Hilarious. But also, oh, you know how that thing, that really scary nightmare scenario we all lived through? But back to the power being out in Texas. Imagine you had a load that needed to be delivered and it was like super urgent, like fucking toilet paper, you know, required, really, truly. Toilet paper, hand sanitizer, water bottles, relief supplies. But you don't have lights or heating in the middle of winter at any of the facilities you're going to. That shit's not open. That's not going to be open. And so, fuck you, Ted Cruz, for leaving your state. I think. Oh, in terms of the maximum distance you can travel on duty, initially you were offered to drive no farther than 250 miles with each new rank. Oh yeah, let's drive far. I'm gonna do that. No. I hope it's just your internet and not me on accident. Email. Need money, we can help. No, thank you. New international trucks for sale. Ew. Visit our showroom in Modesto. Used trucks for sale. Huh. Drivers with own equipment. Oh, okay. And then the bank is like, hey. That's the other thing. Loans are usually how people get their first truck. It's really hard to save up hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy a tractor trailer. Used trucks. Ooh. Ooh, okay. See, like, this is super expensive. And that is also realistic of like, oh, it might be in good condition and it might have low miles, but you're gonna be paying out the absolute ass for it. You might as well just buy a new truck at that point. I mean, seriously. Truck dealers? Trucks are now available at a considered discount. Yeah, okay. Oh, we would have to actually drive. Yeah, I am not deadheading. No, thank you. We need more money anyway. It's Oxnard to Barstow again at that fucking rail export place. Hold on. I'm gonna sneeze really bad. Oh, there we go. Oh, are there other ones that sell? No, it all just goes down in price. Okay. Do the best one then. Oh god, a delivery pending? What? What do you mean? Oh, we were mid-drive. Oh god. Oh god, I forgot. Oh, oh, I just hit that car. I just killed a man. Ooh, buddy. Maybe when you see a truck acting funky, don't immediately merge in front of it. Thoughts and prayers, my dude. Oopsie daisies. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, you're good? Okay. You're back, yeah. Oh shit. Maybe I should not be driving in the middle lane. Oh, I'm supposed to take this exit. I'm supposed to take this exit. At least I took it. Hey. I'm gonna come over. Yeah, slow down, dude behind me. Alright, I'm gonna merge back over here. No, not. No, not. And this guy's fucking cutting over. Like an idiot. You should be. Everybody should drive really carefully around semis, because as you can see from our little side mirrors, you can't see shit. Like, you really cannot see who's behind you. I'm taking this next exit. Oh yeah. Especially if, like, you're right behind them. Like, we can barely see them. That's why you never want to get close to, like, the back end. Oh, we gotta get up this hill. I don't even know if I have signal on. I don't know how to turn on my signal. Oh, also, if you want to know why you see more trucks at night, it's because usually that's when they are driving. Obviously, that's why you would see them. But it's because they pick up their loads in the evening, in the afternoon, and then they will drive as long as they can overnight. They'll sleep, and then they will drop it off first thing in the morning. And then they'll go either try to find like a midday load, or they'll putz around and take their required 10-hour break. But yeah, I think a lot of drivers also prefer it because there's not a lot of other cars on the road, and therefore not a lot of traffic to deal with. You can pretty much just drive at top speeds and get where you need to go. Guess we're just following this tankard. The brokerage that I worked for did not use, we were not allowed to book anything that would require a, that kind of trailer. Oh, jeez. We were only allowed to do dry van and, refrigeration. I didn't see a stop sign, so fuck them. They had a stop sign, though. Whoop. We're just following this guy, which is also very common for truckers, is to, like, you really get sort of all in a line and you create openings for one another so that you can stay safe on the road and not bump into each other. Like, I'm almost about to do this guy next to me. It's very dark. I'm sorry that it's so dark. I don't know how to change that. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. First of all, dashboard backlight. Ah, there we go. Okay. What is this? X? No. Just click X. Now we can see things. Yay! I love having lights. Hello. Welcome in. We're having a very terrifying time driving. I think, yeah, okay, we're taking the exit at Barstow because that's our delivery point. And now we have to fucking park in the dark. I don't want to park in the dark. Scary. And the ramp is 50. Okay. I trust you. Ooh, I love. Okay. I'm sort of a bit of a road layout nut, but these double crossover intersections instead of the 4 clover leaf that you see here in the lower right, they are super efficient at directing traffic without incident. They're I think they're like one of the safest ones. Besides the one where you have that sort of double helix on the same road, on the road above, that's one of the other safest ones, because everybody freaks out and slows down. Oh, I guess we're just forming a little caravan. Oh, a truck lane. Oh, we should slow down. We are slowing down. This is another thing? Okay. You want to know what delivering to Amazon is like? It's mile-long trucks like this. It sucks. There was a time, like at the beginning of my tenure, where the Amazon scheduling portal was a fucking nightmare. You would schedule it. It would be super easy. You would put in your information. It would be like, yeah, we have this load in our system, or it'd be like, no, go fuck yourself. And then you have to go call your customer. But if it worked, and it would spit out a random time, and you would hope that it's a good time for you and for the driver. Not that you had a driver at that point, but like a good time for you and like transitional wise. And then you'd put it in, and you'd have to negotiate with the other facility to get good transit so that you're not breaking the literal Department of Transportation laws or setting a driver up to have to wait for an appointment that's 12 hours past the time that they're allowed to operate their vehicle. We're just gonna turn. I don't like turns. And then eventually, it was even more of a nightmare if you had to reschedule ever. Absolutely terrible. Because then, right, you have a driver already. Say it's like, oh, they arrived late or they missed that original appointment and now you have to reschedule. They would take a gazillion hours to rethink. And because it's Amazon, it's not like you can call the facility and be like, oh, pretty please give me a time. Or, oh, he'll be there in like 15-30 minutes. No, you miss your appointment, you're screwed. You could get to the facility and hope that they'll let you in anyway, but no driver's really going to agree to that. So they're just gonna go over to the nearest truck stop the second that they're turned away, and then they're going to forget to call you, so that they can get extra detention time. And then, they call you eventually to get a new appointment because they have, a truckload of stuff that they want to get rid of. And then you gotta do the whole thing. And then it'll spit out a whole other time, possibly on a whole different day. I've had ones where the Amazon portal would spit back out another time for like a week later. It's like, okay, well, the driver's not gonna sit around for a week. I'm just relaying the fact that my job, even though I loved it very much, was an actual nightmare. Like, for anybody who actually enjoys order... Ooh, we gotta slow down. Ooh, we are not supposed to be here. Ooh, we are not supposed to be here. I was following the road, and it didn't work out. But the newer Amazon... It is. This is actually, just my bitching hour, really. Oh, God. See, I'm terrible at driving. But recently, like right before I stopped working, I got laid off, I got fired, I don't know, however you want to put it. They destroyed my financial stability. The Amazon portal had pick what you want times, which was very nice. And Amazon, oh god, scheduling got easy peasy lemon squeezy. Ooh, don't pull out in front of me like that, dude. An airplane? Ooh, sorry, flashing lights. Sorry. Ugh, I hate police lights in the middle of the night. They're a level of sensory issue that I cannot stand. Hold on. Oh, okay. What's F2? There we go. Yeah, I'll take both, thank you. And if you think Amazon... I don't know. I wish I could tell you. Maybe it landed on the highway in like some sort of incident. Maybe it's like a joke with the devs off of like other games they've played. I don't know. Ooh, we're stuck. Alright. Oh, I hit the curb again. I'm terrible at that. My camera's stuck. Yeah, absolutely forgot their turn signal. Just like we are, because I don't know how to turn on my turn signal in this game. Okay, and here we are. Oh, this was so fun. Yeah, we're playing it safe. I do not want to deal with having to maneuver my car again. That other one was an actual nightmare. Hold on. Oh, oh, we're getting out. We're getting out. We're stopping. We're stopping the truck. Get off my truck. Now, okay, so what we are actually doing here, you can tell by the like outline of my truck behind everything, we don't own a trailer. So what we're doing is drop shipping pretty much. This is what drop shipping actually is. It's where you don't own the trailer that you're hauling. You have a facility that will preload a trailer for you. They will have it ready for you to pick up at the facility that you're going to, and then you have a window in which you drop it off. It's usually like the start of a window will be like the perfect transit time, but then you have a few extra hours. So it's a really great system where you have a lot of flexibility, and it's part of the reason why shipping for it is so cheap to the customer and why drop shipping is so like inexpensive is because everything's already pre-done. You don't have to worry with the extra labor of things. You don't have to pay overtime to your guys because you just load as a facility all the trailers that you have, and then you just wait for a truck to come get them. So it sort of cancels out some of the interim here, what's called like deadheading. In between each of these stops, we would be without a trailer driving to our next destination. It's fairly common. It's also kind of my favorite setup, especially when I was working on like enterprise verticals with like customers you've heard of, appliances you have for sure. They're pretty much all drop shipping, and we've heard sort of that term thrown around a lot. I think on TikTok of like drop shipping, oh like it's bad because it's just one place selling it a bunch of different ways all over the place, and it's not actually your product. You're just buying it from another place, but it's like not what drop shipping is. It's everybody uses drop shipping. P&G uses drop shipping. Okay? Wink wink. But like drop shipping as the layman knows it is actually very detrimental to our economy. And uses a lot of slave labor in other countries. Not the vibe, truly. Okay, but we made a good chunk of change off of this. We went over it at the beginning, but that kind of rate for the amount of distance that we're actually traveling, it doesn't happen. It's not gonna happen. Let's do some high value cargo. Yeah, you can kind of read. It says all cargo is valuable, but some loads are more valuable than others. Usually that's luxury vehicles. Although most luxury vehicles are moved, if you're gonna do long distance, it's usually by train or by ship. Especially if you're getting it from another country, or say we're delivering tanks somewhere, it's all gonna be on ship. Which I did not do. It's not very common for newer brokerages to do like multi-transportation method deliveries. Oh, we have two. We have one more. I think we will do fuel economy, or maybe not. Oh, we have to click apply. Okay. I was like, what are we doing? We have new upgrades available, but I don't see the point of decorating my rims when I'm trying to get a truck. I'm gonna do Oxnard to Stockton again with the rail export Ooh, it's fertilizer. Ooh, let's talk uh freight types. Things. Oh wow, this is a really long transit. Look at that.
Hi, Cookie. Hey, June.
Oh, a baby. I love him. So we're hauling fertilizer. A fun fact, nobody wants to haul fertilizer. It's stinky. It's stinky. Why? Because usually produce is what will actually give you a really good chunk of money. But what they want from you is a hygienic trailer. Obviously, there's certain regulations with shipping food where you have to have no holes in your trailer. It has to be completely clean. There can't be any weird smells. You will get turned away, you will get rejected, and you won't get paid for any of the time that you spent at that pickup. Of course, it's right by a rail track. Jesus. Oh, hold on. We gotta turn on our lights here. We'll do it this stoplight. F2, F2, F4. There we go. Parking lights, low beam. Facility. I wonder how we adjust the seat. Ooh. Ooh, I like this. Oh yeah, put me up high. Hold on, let's do how I actually sit in the car, which is all the way forward. Which is not safe. Okay. I also want to increase my field of vision. Oh yeah. Or maybe it would be... Let's do just 89 degrees. Yes! I can see everything now. Jesus.
Okay. Hey, you can't do that. You can't do that, sir. You gotta get out. Hey, back it off. Go lay down. Sorry about that, folks.
He really did. He was like, what are we doing? Oh, we're barking? Oh, I can do that. Hell yeah, dude. God. You know who it is? You know who it is downstairs? It's his younger sister, Gwen. Gwendolyn Christie. Looking back. Oh my god. I'm trying to... oh yeah, well, we're gonna turn up our brightness. That way we can see a bit better. Oh my god! One of these days, I'll move. And then I'll be happy. I don't think there's anybody on this road. I also don't like how far away we are from the... I swear... Okay. 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 1 second, guys. We'll be right back.
Okay, we're back. We just have to rearrange all the dogs so that the noisy one, this is Gwendolyn now. Say hi, Gwendolyn. Hello. Hello, princess. Now she can't see outside. If she can't see outside, then she doesn't know that there's people walking by. So very good. Oh yes, proper spelling and all that. Great job, Combo. She is indeed named because her litter was all Game of Thrones characters, so her original name was. Oh yes, no, you're good. She is Gwendolyn Christie, as in the one who plays Brienne of Tarth. I believe that's her character. Yes. I'm not crazy. Okay. Let's get back to my high stress game. Oh, we were reversed the whole time. Hilarious. Oh yeah. She's very cute. I think we have to get into this lane over here. These roads are kind of similar to the roads that are around my house. I do not like driving this late at night. I wish we would take our required DOT breaks so that I don't have to... Ooh, can I scooch forward just a little bit more? Oh, you get to turn on red? Rude. Yeah, I think we're gonna close our thing back. We'll do, I think 68 is comfortable for me. Surprisingly not. Surprisingly no big delivery. The only thing that we have is that we live in sort of like a cul-de-sac corner. And so everybody, it's around the time where people are home, they've eaten dinner, their dogs have eaten dinner, and now everybody gets to walk their dogs, and they don't like other dogs walking by. They actually don't like anybody. But that's just their breed. They're just made to do that. They pick one person, and if you're not that person, they think you're scum of the earth. I am not Gwen's person. That is absolutely my mom. But before I moved in with my parents, my room was actually her room. So she'll come in here and lay down because she really wants to. Alright, we're gonna merge over. I think it's a little bit brighter, right? Maybe it's just really bright on my screen. Oh yeah, I believe we were talking about different types of cargo. So right now we're hauling fertilizer. One of the least desirable... We have to do the merge off into Bakersfield. Least desirable hauling like items, along with trash and recycled goods. Nobody likes hauling those because you have to do a trailer wash. So oftentimes you'll compensate drivers to make a load more desirable to them. You'll pay to wash their trailer out as the broker, which in my opinion is not something we should be covering. That should be the customer's job. Like, if you have specific requirements for you, you should be the one paying for that. We shouldn't be the one paying for it. Sometimes we do pass that amount on to the customer, though.
But there is something called produce season. We're right sort of smack dab in the middle of it, getting towards the tail end right now. It usually goes from like Q2 to the end of Q3. Usually. And then it immediately starts back up with the holidays, and getting everything prepped for Halloween is a nightmare. Usually that comes out pretty early though, if Joanne says anything to say about it. Or Michael says something to say about it. Okay. I hate that that suddenly went down to one lane. Ooh, nightmare. Was that a piece of roadkill? Oh my god. Oh, look, it's a gas station. Are we running out of fuel? No, we have plenty. We have plenty. We did not turn on accurate gas consumption on here, so I think we're getting a lot more leeway. The inside, so it is pretty much, yeah. It's somebody with a hose. Yes. Yeah, they've really already opened up their Halloween, which is such like, oh, I love Halloween getting the Christmas treatment, where the second Thanksgiving is over, or even while Thanksgiving is still happening, it's just immediately red, white, and green everywhere. But yeah, for getting a trailer wash, it is usually it's usually a hose, or in some instances like a high pressure washer. Ooh, we are speeding. We are speeding down this road. Do I take this turn? I think I take this turn. Oh no, I go forward across the bridge and then take the turn. Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of the other problem. They do, I mean, you can just like squeegee it out. You can just use a squeegee brush or like a mop head. It's similar to getting your windows washed, where you use the little like pull thing at the gas station. It's not usually a thing. And then some trailers do have like drainage holes. Some of them just have straight up holes in them. But usually that's used for like industrial movements. Your food will never be transported on a truck that has visible holes. Sometimes they are transported on a truck that has holes, but they put pieces of plywood down in the back. And that's how they get around that. So much cheaper than getting a trailer fixed, you know. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Ooh. Ooh, I can't sneeze. Oh, I hate that. I hate when that happens. Because now it's gonna sneak up on me. But yeah, trailers dry up pretty quick. They will also get rejected too if, geez, am I pushing something that's causing me to go slow as shit? Why am I stuck at 22 miles an hour? I have to get out of this lane. This guy behind me needs to move. Ugh, everybody's merging! Yeah, go in. Oh, Jesus. Now we're all stuck in here. A lot of icing was done. Little Duncan. Dude, that's such a comfort. Hello, Mel.
Welcome in. I'm panicking. Um, that is another very common thing that I would see, especially like early on, where I was like in the nitty gritty before I was a team lead. Oh, runaway truck ramp! I love these things. The whole way that like I'm gonna get so distracted, but the way that like runaway truck ramps work is they are all sand and like really dispersed sand too. So it's built to sink the truck's tires. Ooh, 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 braking. Sink the truck's tires down into it. So they actually, it's like almost impossible to get very far up that. If you are like seeing a truck go and reach the top or the end of a truck ramp, they were flying. They were absolutely about to take off. But usually they get up like halfway or like even just a quarter of the way, and then on the way down is when their tires will get stuck. Sometimes they'll get stuck on the way in too. But I always thought, before I was in the freight industry, I thought that it was like, oh, it's just a little gravel road, and it's like a steep incline, which will stop them. And that's part of the truth. We're not taking this exit. But mostly it's that it'll sink. And then that also, because it's gravel, it helps put out any fires. But yeah, accidents. Whew. There was one time where I think one of my very first accidents that I had seen report of was a meat truck that had lit itself on fire. I don't know how, but it was a barbecue. And you might think like, oh, it's just a fire. I'm talking destroyed. Absolutely destroyed the frame of the like metal of the truck and the trailer, it's like a box. Not a box. Not a box anymore. No, just a melted little black puddle on the highway. And like a barely intact trailer. Absolute nightmare. Nobody was hurt, thank God. But fires do be burning, and they do get very hot. They are a major, major danger. Major danger? Oh, jeez. If you're wondering what the little beep is, it's my lane departure notification because I'm really bad at driving. It's very fun. I used to keep, probably a little fucked up. Ooh. Ooh, it's an emergency vehicle. We have to slow down. We have to slow down. But I used to, if I had like an accident photo, I would save it to my desktop. Mostly to scare the newbies. Like I would have them look at it while I'm training them to be like, this is what could happen. The time saw frozen chickens. Other drivers were jumping out of cars. I mean, wouldn't you? The perfectly good chicken. It's shrink wrapped, Still cold. Yeah, I have to blow my nose. I am going to sneeze. Free dino nuggies. Exactly. Exactly. Not like the truck's gonna use them. Second it touches the road, it's automatically rejected from the facility. So all it's gonna do is get either dumped in a landfill, or occasionally, sometimes if something's rejected but it's still intact, like technically everything's fine with it, it'll get donated to food banks. Things can get rejected for any number of reasons. I had... Hold on, my dog. Sorry to flashbang you guys with bright lights every 5 seconds. Gwendolyn Christie. You're a sweet child. There you go. All you're gonna find is no bed for you, though. Hey. She's gonna go bark. She's gonna go downstairs and she's gonna bark. I know it in my body. Yeah, hi, doggo. Bye, doggo. Oh, God. Oh, God, what were we talking about? Oh, things getting rejected. I have a bone to pick with American Foods. Okay. I have a bone to pick with them. Your standards for unloading should not be so high. I don't
I don't care. I have wanted to yell at you guys my entire life. Absolutely hate them. I hate them. And I'm not the only one. Ooh, look, it's a Peterbilt. Ooh, that's a classic trucking brand. But what American foods? I'm naming names, okay? I'm naming names. They're out there. Everybody knows them. You can Google. Right? $5 says there's at least 5 drivers on trucking TikTok that have complained either about Amazon or about American foods. Okay? Because if you are 2 minutes late to your appointment, even if they still have time to unload you, you're rejected. Truly rejected. Go fuck yourself. Ugh. My god, not even if it's like a refrigerated load. If it was refrigerated, I might understand. Because it's like, oh well, you know, it's delayed. If you don't have the right seal number, because that's the other thing with food deliveries, to prevent theft and loss, they'll put a seal on the back of the truck. You can see it sometimes when you're driving. It's like a little zip tie or a tag, or sometimes straight up tape. And that is like a seal. So if anything's tampered with, and it's a food delivery, they have to get rid of it. Regardless, anything could happen, right? It could be a refrigerated truck, and the driver loses power, and he just really wants to make quick sure that nothing's leaking back there, nothing's wrong. The second he touches that seal, the whole load is lost. And that is mostly for consumer safety, which is great. I do think that regulations should be in place, and that's like a very reasonable thing to do, especially for our food, because anybody can tamper with it between point A and point B, evidenced by the drug dealer that we got. I'm trying to remember what shipment that was, like what we were shipping with. Oh yeah. Yeah, I told this story earlier. There was a load that had gone missing on the highway, and I had to call every single different form of state patrol and highway patrol before the receiver called me and said that the police had reached out to them because they caught a drug smuggler. The driver was smuggling drugs from the southern tip of Texas into Louisiana. Nuts. Crazy. I'm helping fight the drug crisis. I am actually done. It's the second. Notice? Oh, yeah. Oh, loads go missing all the time. No, it's not that, like... It's not that they, like, stole the truck. It's that it was a certified driver that we had worked with before. And they were... Either the product already had like fake product put in it before it was loaded onto the truck, which I don't know what the end of that resolution was. All I heard was like, oh yeah, you're smuggling cocaine. That's all I heard from the receiver. Between point A and point B, somebody could have put anything on that truck. It could have been the driver who was involved. The driver could have had no awareness of it, but basically, based on the fact that they didn't answer our calls, they had already been stopped by the state patrol. Unlike, they do routine stops all the time, especially in Texas. And the cop found something, arrested the driver, impounded the truck. We lost the load. As in, like, to us, losing a load is a driver unresponsive for a long period of time. Sometimes days. Sometimes drivers won't answer things for days. It is actually my singular irritation. Yeah. Ooh, we're wiggling. Absolute Jesus. Okay, let me fix myself. Where are we here? Yeah, I agree. Wouldn't want to fuck around in Texas. It's a terrible place to be fucking around. Oh, ew. I don't like seeing my trailer fishtail behind me, and I don't like feeling. You could like feel it fishtailing too. Gross. But also the fact that I didn't call like every variety of highway patrol makes me mad. God, what were we talking about? Rejected trailers. Produce season. Oh yeah. So, with trailers, if you want to know like little fun facts to drop on your next road trip, is the little diamonds that have the little like lock clips over them. Those are meant to hold certification signs in place. So like if they're hauling hazardous material, they'll put what type of hazard is the load in those little clips so that everybody who's driving behind them, especially emergency services, you can tell what issues they have. Oh, sway is like, I would say the cause of most incidents. Whether it's wind or, in my case, driving way too fast and losing control of the truck, absolutely a problem. It happens if you're using a U-Haul too. Like if you have a large U-Haul trailer on a normal commercial car, not commercial, civilian car. We've had trailer sway before. It's like one of the warnings that you get when you're pulling a U-Haul, or you sign out a U-Haul and they're like, hey, just so you know, this is a thing. You could lose all control of your car very quickly. It's hard to compensate. I love how the second I invite a dog into my room, instantly, can't breathe out of my nose. I love having a hyperactive immune system. Oh, okay. Thinking about rejected trailers that I've had. Ooh, my favorite one. This is the one that I use in interviews all the time when they say, tell me about a time that you went above and beyond in a certain situation. There was one driver, I believe it was California to, it might have been Colorado. So a fairly long haul. And driver gets loaded up, gets all the way to the receiver. The receiver opens up the truck. The pallets are completely collapsed. I believe it was some sort of sports drink. It might have been Red Bull or something like that. Probably not. I think it was some other kind of sports drink, but it was like canned goods. And they stacked those suckers pretty tightly and pretty high. And what had happened is the shipper did not do the shrink wrapping very well. So mid-load, the trailers had completely filled up and all of the pallets had collapsed, and it was a very heavy load too. So they open it, it's all over the place, and they obviously reject the trailer because they're like, well, we're not unloading this. That's going to take forever. Go back to the shipper and have them fix it. And no driver is going to get back to the shipper and enjoy doing that. So before they even call us or tell us what happened, they immediately start heading back to California, which is so dumb. Just call us. Note to drivers: if you're a truck driver at all, call your dispatcher. Tell them what's going on. If you got a brokered load, call your brokerage so that they can help you. They want the load to succeed just as much as you do, maybe even more. So just call. Just answer your fucking phone. That is half of my issue, was drivers never answering their phone. And I get it, you're driving. But at least have your dispatcher answer, you know? You have one job. One job is to pick up on time and deliver on time. And if I could tell you how many times that doesn't happen, frustrating. But this trailer had gotten rejected, and there are certain places called restock facilities. They're companies that are specifically stationed, or they have like a spare dock They do usually normal operations, but they offer restacking services where they'll restack your stacks. And my little above and beyond is that I asked our overages, shortages, and damages department, which is basically just the claims department, but it was very small at the time, how I could reach out to one of these facilities to get them restacked so they don't have to go all the way back to Cali. And I get it all booked up. All booked up. The driver didn't answer for like 3 days, though. They didn't get back to California. Not a 3-day trip from where they were to Cali, so they were just parked off somewhere doing fuck all. I finally get them an appointment at the restack. They get it all restacked. They're able to salvage all but like half a pallet of damaged goods. And then we managed to rebook the delivery facility. I believe it was American Foods delivery too. So that was a half other nightmare of rescheduling. Eventually we got there. It was very nice. I felt very successful in that moment, very powerful, very knowledgeable. I think that was my first, we have like a saying in brokerage of like having a freight meltdown, where you will absolutely cry within your first year. And if you can survive your first freight meltdown, you will, you're stuck. You'll never leave. If you aren't permanently broken by the industry, then you'll be in it forever. I unfortunately am tired, I'm exhausted, and I'm burnt out. I will not be going back unless I absolutely have to. But I do like trucks still. And that was part of my like post-breakdown success of like, ooh, I can do this. I know what I'm doing. I'm a subject matter expert, quote unquote. Drink the corporate Kool-Aid. Oh god, I am absolutely garbage at driving. I'm blaming the fact that there's no power steering, okay? No, it's not. It's not. And it's like, the other thing that I would always hear is that freight never sleeps. It's the reason why we draw straws on holidays to see who gets to take the holiday off. Because you have to cover. You have to cover. Everybody wants their stuff in a very specific time frame, and if you fail to do that, you do not get paid as a company. So I was very excited when I became a lead and I got to take, it took turns. So I would just volunteer for the holidays I didn't care about, so that for the holidays I did care about, I would automatically get off. Ooh, Modesto. They have little mechanics here. Exactly, exactly. Let me tell you, pandemic was fun. You want to know something? Hand sanitizer. Ooh, oh, I should have merged over. That's my bad. Shit. Please don't chase after me, Mr. Policeman. I actually don't think I could have merged over, even if I wanted to. Hand sanitizer is delivered in plastic totes. You might have thought, oh, barrels, or maybe they're prepackaged before they're shipped out in the tiny little bottles that everybody likes. No. The hand sanitizer is made in one facility. It gets shipped in these giant plastic totes, and it gets sent all the way to another facility to get packaged and then dispersed. It's very fun. But most of my loads around the time of the like the second we got into the pandemic, most of my loads were hand sanitizer, and they were contract freight. So we would have a bunch of loads all for a set rate, and you'd have a driver who would agree to do like, oh, I'll do 10 loads, and I'll do like 1 in the morning from this place to that place, and I'll come back and I'll get the next load and I'll do the route again. Or they'll take empty totes back to the pickup and then full totes back to the drop off, and vice versa. It worked out pretty well. That's how we were able to get quite a bit so quickly, and why usually supermarkets were only out of things for like a day or two. It was because we were all working hella overtime. Especially the truckers. But COVID also like really changed the trucking industry as a whole. Not just because like a bunch of 50 and 60-year-old drivers died, and now not a lot of younger drivers are joining, but like it became a driver market where like drivers would demand a very specific price, and customers just weren't able to afford it. They weren't able to afford like shipping out their goods, so their businesses died. So I think I lost like a good chunk of my book of business at one point before I was transferred to another team. People were just closing up shop. Ooh, there's a cop. There's a cop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You stopped? Oh, I'm not supposed to stop on the highway. That's not good. That's not good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Remember buying a new TV and Switch when everyone else was loading on toilet paper and canned goods? Yeah. Yeah, with the first release of Switches, and then, like, the freight pipeline. I think around the time, the issue with the Switches being out of stock after that was there's a huge port in Los Angeles, in Long Beach, where a lot of deliveries were. They were absolutely held up. There were tons of loads coming out of there, but also they were taking in so much cargo, and it was all getting stuck and held up because it was all from China at the time. And we were over inspecting everything because COVID. So everything was delayed. Oh, were you nice and prepped, so to speak? Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Ooh, please, I didn't hit anybody. I didn't hit anybody. You can't catch me. Am I being pulled over? No, I'm not being chased. Okay. I did just hit 2 people. Oh, was I supposed to take that exit? Oh no, but it was closed. Oh shit. I would have liked to take that exit. I had no idea if it was gonna kill it. Yeah. Yeah, that was a whole thing. My sister and I, every like package that we got, we would disinfect the absolute life out of it. Whoops, big whoops. Yeah, but oh, am I double hauling? Hold on. Hold on a second. You're double hauling. Ooh. Ooh, look. Oh, I love that. Oh, I have 2 trailers. I love that. My favorite. It's so cool. That explains it. That explains why I was hitting people, because I'm twice as long as I usually am. Now these aren't like the usual what is it, 32 or 35-foot trailers. These are, I think, 28-foot, but it's 2 28-foot, so we're actually hauling 56, I think it is. Urgent into this lane. Triples? Oh, I haven't seen a lot of triples. This is usually this is another thing. This is usually like a multi-stop setup where one trailer will be dropped off at like a certain location and then the second trailer will get dropped off to another, or they'll go to one distribution center for 2 box trucks to take to local deliveries. I have not seen a lot of triples. I don't know if they're allowed or if they're even like common. I don't even know if they're. It might be that we've had such an updated dispersal system that it's not necessary. Ooh, I'd stay here. I'm gonna merge here because, oh no, we can't. We have to stay here. We have to stay here. Ugh, I thought this lane, we'll just take this lane. Oh yeah, with FedEx especially because what they'll do is they'll just detach the trailers and hook them up to box trucks and there you go. Drop shipping, but for deliveries. I don't like that. I do not like that. The future of trucking. That's kind of a heavy question. I think we're going to see in like the next 10 years probably a lot of self-driving trucks. I know there's already a few that are under operation within Texas. I think a lot of mom and pop shops are gonna fucking die. They already did over COVID, and I think that trend, unless something policy-wise has changed, it's going to continue. Oh, self-driving is already happening. Already happening. Already in the works. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Definitely from my company. That's not news. That's all public. Yeah, but I don't know, like, Tesla FSD, I mean, it's certainly interesting. I don't think, like, the technology's finished, but for intrastate deliveries, pickup deliveries, pre-programmed everything, and under, like, manned supervision, self-driving trucks are already in operation, and they're showing a good bit of improvement. In terms of like the greater thing as a whole, honestly I don't have a lot of confidence in it. Trucking is sort of dying out. Freight will always be around. It'll always be a thing. Yeah, batteries are a big concern, and that's why it's usually within like the same area. But what will probably happen is that we'll be loading things onto trains and overloading our train transport system, and then relying on self-driving trucks for intrastate long, like medium haul. And I mean local deliveries. It's so hard to have a self-driving truck on smaller roads with a lot more stopping and a lot more pedestrian traffic. So I think we'll probably see an uptick of more local delivery truck sizes, like the cute little Sprinter Amazon vans. I think we'll see a lot more of those. And I wish we would get to the point with technology where we just have self-driving cars and everybody's driving automatically the same speed, so there's no more car accidents. I know some people really enjoy driving. I don't. I think it's stupid. I don't enjoy it. It's dangerous. It fills me with anxiety. I would rather sit in a little pod attached to all the other pods. I like trains. And I want more trains. But we don't have a good rail infrastructure for those changes. We don't. So we would actually need to build high-speed rail and then utilize the existing passenger lines for freight. And the current train freight setup is a fucking nightmare because some rich asshole decided, oh yeah, you know, I've designed this entire new system in my brain and it'll totally work. And that's why we have a bunch of train turnovers, and that's why now trains are like 10 fucking miles long. It's because of his stupid little idea. Because the second, like, for my company, second we went public, second we started publicly trading, even though I directly benefited from that, being able to pull out my stocks and stuff and survive right now. Second we went public, our quality of care and our quality of life within the company died. I think a bunch of rich people deciding shit is sort of fucking stupid. That's why I would recommend. Ooh. And then, of course, immediately turns green. Love driving, however, would be able to increase my safety with superhuman driving. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it should just be a free thing. It should just be a free service. Am I supposed to turn here? Oh, shit, I am. Is this the edge of the map? Look at that little X. I wonder what would happen if I hit it. The current cars that I really like are like the Hyundai, like the new Hyundai Sonata, I think. I think my dad has it, but it has like distance tracking between you and the car in front of you and then the car behind you to warn you. And then it's set up with cruise control. I really enjoy. It basically drives itself and it keeps itself within the lanes. So driving long distance is a lot more comfortable in it. That's what I would like as a next step, is for all cars to just do that. I know most cars have cruise control, but it's the lane control and the warning that I like. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. That's the only problem I think with self-driving cars is the middle of America, where there's very little infrastructure, and you kind of need like a human person to be in attendance with that truck. Fucking construction every goddamn time. That's the other thing. Sometimes you are delivering to construction sites, which is cool occasionally, but not always. Oh, they get to drive off the map. Okay. I'm gonna stay over to the right here. Yeah, at that point, yeah, they would be. Oh, ooh, a checkpoint. Ooh. Ooh, that's the other thing, is way stations. I love way stations. Because you have to check with trucking, the dispersal. Ooh, we will. Ooh, and guess what? The lane is clear. Brilliant, magical. So usually, after pulling out of a facility, or even facilities themselves will have way stations for trucks. Ooh, we did it! Security check! Oh, I love this! This is so accurate! Oh, are we delivering to a military base or a large manufacturing company? Or is this an industrial farm? Oh, what are we doing? Is this a rail station? Ugh, I hate rail. I do. Because here's the thing. Sometimes your freight, as a brokerage, gets double brokered. As in, the driver doesn't actually end up taking it. What they do is they tender it to a rail company. They drive it to the rail company. They turn off their GPS so that you can't tell where they are. They don't answer almost until 10 minutes before delivery, right? And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, it's been delivered. But they're not the driver who dropped it off. They're an entirely different guy. because they put it on a fucking train. And that is, and I can't express it enough, illegal. It's illegal. You shouldn't be doing it. Oh, we can't do I can do anything. Oh, I am not going to be doing that. I'm in a hurry now, Skip. It's where should I place it? Is it off to the right for us? Hold on, let's see. Yeah, it is. Okay, we'll back up a bit. Ooh, ooh, I don't know how to drive. Ooh, I don't know how to drive. Ooh, ooh, I hate this. Ooh, I hate this. You just like, oh, I just want to pull straight back. It's fine. It's not. It's not fine, and I'm freaking out. Okay, this will be okay. Ugh, this is also like you have to be a really talented driver to do the double trailer, because backing up is fucking impossible. Get it off me. Take the trailer away. I don't want it. I'd make a good chunk of change though. 400 miles? It did feel like it was 400 miles. We didn't do too good for time though. We should have been able to do that in 8 hours. I'm blaming the constructor. Oh, this was a long distance. Not too bad. I think we'll do more high value. How are we feeling? I can do another load, I think, for the day. Any other questions? I would love to answer questions. I'm trying to think of like what other terrible, no good, very bad days I've had. There are some drivers and some customers who are like really sweet, but low key, if another New York truck driver ever calls me sweetheart again, arrive on time, Thomas. Then you can call me sweetheart, okay? But if you're fucking late and not answering your phone, you're the scum of the earth, okay? Just answer your phone. If you can't answer your phone, have your wife do it, okay? That's also another thing, is sometimes it'll be, if it's like an owner-operator, it'll be a husband-wife duo, and the wife will be the dispatcher, deciding what loads he takes, and then he'll be the one actually driving the truck. And also sometimes they will be double driving, so there'll be 2 people in the cab together, and then you can do longer hauls, because the DOT regulations only applies per driver, not per truck. Sorry, I burped. So they'll just switch off, and it's very nice. And usually their wives are also very nice. And guess what? They answer the phone. They answer the phone. Anytime you call, Margaret's got you. It's fantastic. I love it. It should be like the new, instead of getting the new retirement plan, instead of getting like a camper van, you should just become a truck driver. Just do it. Second you and your wife turn 50 or 60, just hop on the road with a huge motor vehicle, heavy machinery. Get going. Spend your 401k. Answering the phone, that's so 1995. No, you want to know what's 1995? The fact that a lot of drivers use fax machines. I can't. So many facilities, so many drivers use fax machines. That's why when you go to an Oasis, there's a fax machine. It's because the drivers use it. Yeah. Because when you think about it, how are you going to get your bill of lading printed off when you're halfway to Fresno? You fax it. Yeah, not everybody's got pocket computers. I mean, phones. Not everybody has like the little pocket printers that can print off a whole little document for you. No, you gotta fax that shit, and it sucks. I hate it. You ever have to fax from a digital phone line on your laptop? I tell you, not fun. It's a pain in the ass. Ah, God, I miss our dial pad. That was nice back when I had dedicated phone lines. The second only to becoming a lead and never having to answer a phone ever was having my own dedicated phone line where I could like actually befriend my customers and actually have a relationship with them instead of just being a call center incoming or inbound line. God, the second we switched over and I didn't get to choose which phone calls I answered. Listen, if Greg calls me 3 times in an hour, I'm not answering. I'm not answering Greg, okay? I refuse. I explained it the first time, and there's no updates. I will tell you when there's an update. Oh, okay. We have to... Ooh, this one's... Wow. What is this? Oh, this is also a very long haul, but it is a good amount of money. We are not going to be able to buy a truck this route today. Ooh, it's Moncour. Ooh, I didn't say oversized load. 44,000 pounds. It's not oversized. Is it a wide load? This is also an oversized load. We're not doing that. We should do Fresno to Redding. Redding was another common delivery place for me. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this as our last one. Ooh, look at that model. It's so cute. Okay. What are we hauling? I didn't even check. Ew. Oh, oh, oh. I love these. I love these. You want to know what type of trailer this is? It's called a step deck. Because it's a little step, right? I love these. What this is for, usually your freight is like high up off the ground, and so there's not a lot of clearance between you and like the underpass of bridges. And so what this allows is for things that are tall that wouldn't usually be able to fit on a truck, they are dropped lower to the ground like that in the middle, so that then we can clear underpasses. I love these. These are the greatest things ever. This and Conestoga trailers, ooh, they really get me going. I love them. Conestoga trailers are, if you if you see, it's like a normal, it looks like a normal dry van, the normal box truck, but you'll see it'll have like little metal prop-up sections and then some type of tarp over them, like a Conestoga trailer from the Old West. And what they do is they retract so that then it can turn into both a dry van covered vehicle and haul loads that require a dry van, and then they can uncover to load like wood logs. The purpose of them is so that you can pull back the covering and you can load them from the top with vehicles much like this one that we see on the back here, instead of having to load them from the back with like a pallet jack or a forklift or anything like that. Or you can still use a forklift with them, but you can then load it from the side, so you can have like a bunch of guys with a bunch of forklifts, and you all each are carrying a pallet, you load up the truck, you cover the Conestoga, and you're out of there. It's so fun. I love it. I loved it. I'm a huge drifter. Honestly, more than um more than actually having people having to deal with all of their freight or getting to the nitty gritty of how scheduling works. Trailers, trailer type, it gets me going. I love it. I love thinking about it. It's the heart of innovation, truly. Look at all of our little oh, so these little wires in between, that's just to like power. That's just power and signal lights. Anybody who's taken a U-Haul trailer, you have to do those same plugs. Ah, it's so cute. I'm gonna like looking at it. And it's pretty long too. It's also typical. Sometimes Conestogas, they don't have those last three tires. They just have the very butt end, and I think that's like a what is that? The is it 48? I think it's like usually it's like a 52-foot truck. Is it 50? Oh God, I'm mixing up things. I think it's a 53. 53 is usual. 48-foot is sometimes preferred by certain companies. Anyway, now that I'm done getting my freak on for a bunch of wheels and plywood, um, let's get the fuck out of here. Ooh, ooh, we hit something. What that? Um, where's the gate exit? Is this the gate exit over here? It looks like it. Yeah, it is. God. Honestly, just talking about freight is really what I missed from the job, not the actual job itself. That was awful. For me, when I work, when I'm like in an industry, I get really obsessed about the niche information instead of actually doing the job. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, tasks. I love tasks. Ooh. Need to turn right here. And we cleared it. Sweet. Hey, please don't drive into me, dude. Yeah, it depends. Sometimes the tasks are annoying, but usually, like, repetitive tasks, I find personally very enjoyable. Because I can just do them really quick eventually. And doing things very quickly is very satisfying to me. That's true. And boy, oh boy, was I dead inside. I was kind of a big dumb dummy, but I heard from higher ups that we were getting laid off because I had a lot of friends who were higher ups because I had fucking been there for 5 years, and all of the people who had been above me when I joined had already left the company. Ooh, gotta turn. Um, oh gosh, what were we talking about? So they already left the company, so I was friends with all the people. I was literally like they were in my same training class, or I had actually joined before them, which was funny. Me only being an L3 instead of an L4 or 5 seems suspicious. we're just gonna speed on in front of this truck. Trying to think. Trying to think. Oh, but I had heard from them that like an email was going out on this day a year ago. And they were like, okay, if you get the email, then that means that something's happening. Just let me know if you get it. And then I got it. I was actually like praying. I was hoping because I was so burnt out. My manager had died earlier the year prior. Well, actually, no, earlier that year. And I had not processed it. He was my friend of like 4 years. It was not a great time. And then I got transferred. Yeah, very sudden heart attack. He was like barely like in his 30s. And it was awful. Absolutely awful. He was like the only reason why I liked working there because he was truly the best manager I had ever had. He was always so helpful and always so cheery, and he like really involved me as a lead in making decisions for the team and growing within the company. He's like exactly what you want for a manager, and then suddenly one day he was just gone. So that was not fun. And then I got transferred to a team where the manager, everybody who worked at the company underneath, like I would say like level 5 or level 6, was very nice, very helpful. Everybody was very friendly. Again, I knew all of them because I had been there. My department was only a few months old when I joined. So I was very new, and then everybody had like either left or gotten to another department, or they were fired, or whatever. And I was just sort of, I just knew everybody, and everybody was nice. And I enjoyed my manager too. She was also similarly helpful and was, she would give me more critique than my previous manager did, which I found very, very helpful. But I just wasn't needed on that team. And so I also was making like 65 and a half grand, which my entry level for a lead was, I think, 62. So it's not a huge difference, but it's a huge difference fiscally. And so it makes sense to me why I was let go, and I was desperately hoping for it. So when I got the email, I was like, yes, I'm out of here. Fuck all you kids. Like, I'm getting a vacation. I'm traveling to Bahamas. And then I got my severance, which I'm legally not allowed to talk about. And it fucking sucked. It was terrible. It was not good severance. It was enough to pay off my credit card, but it was not good. It was not good. So I survived as much as I could on said severance and government assistance until February of this year. And then I was freaking out because I had my lease still until April. And, well, you guys know because you have been around for me moving out of my old apartment. But what I did was I liquidized my stocks from the company. And that was a good chunk of change. That was a third of my usual income for the year. And so I'm sort of just coasting on that. I don't have much left, if I'm being honest, though. Because I racked my credit card back up, paying my rent, so. Woo! I hope, I have a feeling very soon that I will get a response from some of the applications I've put out, and that things will be looking up very shortly. Either that, or hopefully, God willing, Twitch takes off. That would be really cool. This is actually what I would prefer to be doing for the rest of my life, or for a considerable amount of time, because it's very fun, and I find it very fulfilling. It's it feels very controllable and very negotiable, which I really like. Ooh, I think we're gonna let this guy merge in front of us. Or, no, we'll just drive him. He's slowing down, so we're good. Ooh, do I need to get... I think I need to merge over, so we'll speed up and we'll merge over here. But I have a feeling that I'll probably get hired by somebody very soon, based on the applications and the feelers I've been putting out over the last couple of months and weeks. So hopefully that's true, and hopefully things go well. And even though the idea, because I was so burnt out that my body is now like, no, no, don't go back. No, fight or flight, fight or flight. At the very idea of working, my brain needs it. Like, I absolutely need to get back into that zone of having a regular schedule, because my sleep schedule is so absolutely messed up. A little bit of that is from streaming, too, but yeah, we don't. We don't at all. It's actually frowned upon, fun fact. But money is important, and I need it to live, so I would like to be able to go on vacation comfortably, and I would like to be able to open more stocks, because that was very nice to have. Having an emergency fund in that form is very great, even though now I have to pay a shit ton of taxes next year. Still good, still fun. I feel like I'm getting very calm now while driving. You might like the idea that you can't have time off between jobs. Yeah, no, honestly, I actually, if you can swing it financially, do it. 100%. This has been honestly one of the most comforting years I've had, even though like a whole bunch of shit was happening and my grandma died, and that fucking sucked, and it fucking sucks right now because it was literally a month ago. Being able to be there and take care of her, priceless. Absolutely priceless. Oh yeah. Yeah, right? Like it's COVID's over, things are chill, we're calming down. Well, COVID's not over, but it's like, we're not all dying. Exactly. Hanging out with family is super important. Ooh, I am not supposed to be here. I am not supposed to be here. Okay. Keep it getting stuck in that right turn lane. Shit, dude. Yeah, it's just a good idea. But only recommend if you can swing it. I thought I could swing it, and I did swing it for a good portion, but I was really counting on like those last 2 or 3 months worth of me being at in Chicago and getting unemployment. Because fun fact, double check how long unemployment checks last for what state you live in, because for me it's like I think it's like 14 weeks. For some people it's like 2 months maximum. And it's never the full amount that you were making before either. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. I know how to drive. God, I cannot see the, like, oh, there we go. Could not see the lines on the road. This is why they're supposed to be yellow, you know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're always so shocked when they don't get to hold power over you anymore. It's like, wait, you're a human being with free will? Crazy, I thought I was the only one. I totally, like, drove that one car off the road, though. Phew! You're driving something crazy right now. You still have, wow, quite a long ways to drive. Ooh, why are we stopping? Oh, it looked like we were, but we're not. Ooh, during a hiring freeze too? Haha. It fucked. Hiring freezes are so stupid. Like, tell me you accidentally hired too many people without telling me you accidentally hired too many people. Honestly, hiring freezes are now a huge red flag for me because we got a hiring freeze right before layoffs, and I'm like, there it was. Am I supposed to take the South Lake exit? I feel like I am. Right? No. I don't know. No, I'm supposed to stay here. Yeah, I'm not merging. No. Okay. That was weird. No, literally. Oh, right, you used to work for Google. I forget about that. Every time. Oh, you were part of that big layoff then. Was it? No. Right? No, because you quit. Not got laid off. Right. My brain. It is fried through the process of driving. Speaking of clearing my mind, some people like when they drive, they're like, ooh, it's so calming, it's so great. It really helps me get my thoughts out. For me, it's like my brain actually turns off and I'm dissociating right now. And this isn't even real driving. Kubernetes class and one of our instructions who is awesome. I don't have the first wave. My old man and who's my exactly. That happened like in the first wave of layoffs, the second COVID started. Like all of my friends at the time got laid off. All pretty much like at least half of my friend group was gone, and then we had to suffer through understaffing and over demand. And then there was a whole layoff right before me of people who were higher up, and we literally lost like half of our information bank people. Everybody who knew where certain documents were, gone. Everybody who knew how to update a certain file type or do code a certain way, gone. And it's so dumb. It's because now to do layoffs, companies are hiring independent companies so that they can claim a certain level of, like, so that if you sue them for like discrimination or something about being laid off, they can just be like, oh, well, we didn't make that decision. A third party, we hired them as consultants to come and make decision on who to fire. But those consultants don't know anything. They aren't going to your manager and asking, hey, how valuable is this person to you? Managers at my company had no clue until day of. Sometimes not even. It's dumb. Like, you can't just call people like that. It'll absolutely destroy your company. Like, oh, you know how we spent like 5 years building up an entire knowledge bank or something, and like a bunch of tools, and then, oh, what's that? We get rid of the people who know how to use those tools and know where all the data banks are? God, man. I guess we'll just, I don't know, die? We'll just totally, this will ruin us. All of our customers are asking for this specific person and now they're not here. Like, ooh, do you want us to form relationships or not? And that's why sometimes customers will they'll follow a sales rep to whatever company they're going to, especially in the freight industry. That's why it's very popular, and why I refuse to apply to another freight job on LinkedIn is because freight brokerage positions, all of them require me to have my own book of business that travels with me. Like, what? No. First of all, get your own fucking customers. Second of all, find your own drivers. And thirdly, that's so creepy. Like, tell me nobody knows about you without telling me nobody knows about you. Don't understand. Also, I'm pretty sure it goes against certain non-compete laws. Even if you like don't sign a non-compete, there's still regulations between companies of like you can't make an arrangement with organization A based on like if you're still working at organization B. Well, we still have a ways to drive. How are we feeling? Are we holding in there, guys? Oh, we have to take this next exit. Ooh. Good, 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 good. I didn't think that I'd actually like end up liking this game if I'm being honest because of how scared I am of driving, and it was certainly terrifying both during my test run it before stream and like in the first few minutes, but now I'm like, ooh, we're driving. I hate driving though. I can't express how much I don't like it. Yeah, this is a safe form of exposure therapy. Because when you're driving, you can see way more than what we can see right now. Also quite high up in the cab. Maybe I should change that. I like being high up when I drive. Absolutely not. Even though I do feel safer on motorcycles. Oddly enough. But no, I don't want to drive on them. That's how you die. On the highway. No, thank you. Oh. Ooh, okay, coming to a sudden and complete stop at 50 miles an hour in front of a police officer. Well, I'm only sometimes driving on the grass. Yeah, it is indeed the most dangerous. But I do feel more, like, in control of a motorcycle. Like, in the way that you do a bike. Or at least I felt like the person who was driving was more in control. Yeah, that sounds scary. Because 55 was enough for me. I think we only got up to like 45 too. And that was me gripping on for my dear life, trying not to slide off the back. Absolutely no thank you. 0 out of 10 did not enjoy.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Just going ooh when I need to break. Alright, we're almost to delivery. Oh, oh. I accidentally turned the camera and not the car. Alright. Let's pick it back up. Say jet skis. Oh yeah, I love jet skis are way more fun. Way more fun. I got to see dolphins. That's very nice. Although I do believe the last time we talked about dolphins, I mentioned that I hate them because they're assholes. I used to absolutely be obsessed with them though, especially like watching their performances at aquariums. I was like, oh my god, I love dolphins. And then you learn about them and you're like, oh, you're a bunch of weirdos. Oh, we have a dedicated left turn light. Boo. You don't know why? They commit certain nefarious deeds on dead animals, alive animals, just for fun. Just for fun. They get some sort of entertainment out of it. Also, sometimes they punch their females to death and then do said nefarious deeds to them. And that is as graphic as I'll say. Absolutely hate dolphins. Exactly, they just have really good PR, and that's why everybody likes them. But really, they're a bunch of freaks and weirdos, and that's putting it as nicely as I can. Alright, we're gonna complicatedly park this. Whatever complicated option there is, we're gonna do it. Will I cry the whole time? Yes. Will it be character building? Also yes. Oh, I love watching the gates open. Getting stopped with it. I know, they're worse than your psycho cats. Your cats are nice. They're just babies. We did it. Where do you need it? Oh god. Where is that? Oh. Oh, ew. Oh, ew. Are you serious? Are you stupid? What? How are we gonna swing this? Literally. Joy, absolutely. Yeah, I feel that way with my dogs sometimes. We have a bunch of baby bunnies in our backyards, and they keep on going absolutely crazy for them. Okay, okay.
Ooh, I think we're gonna get this in one try. Ooh. Ooh, I think we're doing good. Oh my god, you guys. Oh wow, this is satisfying. I think we finally figured out how parking works. Okay, now we're gonna swing back this way. Swinging back, swinging back. Oh, I'm a genius. I'm a genius, you guys. Now we're gonna swing it over. And now we're gonna swing it forward. And then we're gonna go forward. We're gonna go back forward a little bit. Okay. Ooh, oh, that's backwards. That's backwards. Okay. Said I'm a genius, and then I ended up being totally not. We're gonna turn this way. And then we're gonna back it up again. What did we want? We wanted this. No, we wanted this. We want this. Ooh! Oh, I said we were gonna get it in one go, and I absolutely jinxed myself. Ugh. God, we did such a great job, too. Shit, we were, like, on such a good track. Okay, let's see if we can do it now. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like what's happening. No. No, we fucked up. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna drive out of this. I'm gonna drive out of this. Oh, you have to start over. Oh my god, shit. Oh, I was so close, too. Damn. Alright, we're starting over. Alright, we're straightening out. Straightening out. We're stopping. We're evaluating. We're gonna take her straight back. We're gonna go straight back. Straight back. And then we're gonna start cutting it. And then we're gonna swing us back. And then we're gonna cut it. We're gonna cut it a lot. Really get it in there. I can't see where it's going. Okay, yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. Alright, we're getting it. We're getting it. We're getting it. This is stressful IRL. I'm never gonna complain about unloading times ever again. Okay, come on, turn to the right, turn to the right. And then, oh, we did it too bad. We did it bad. We did it bad. We did it bad. We have to pull forward. We have to pull forward. Okay. And then we're gonna go backward, right from here. We're gonna do this backward. Oh yeah. And then we'll pull forward again. Oh, no. We'll pull forward this way first. Okay. And then we'll go backward again. God, please be just close enough, honestly, at this point. Nah, we're fucking it up again. Oh, this actually might work from this perspective, I think. Okay. Straight back. Straight. Drive the trailer in. Wow, we're doing it.
I'll go forward one more time. One more time with a feeling. I thought I had it too. Okay. You know, park it till you feel it. Chicago rules. Ooh, maybe that should be an emoji. Okay. I think we'll get it. We'll get it. I'm considering this pretty much done once we get in here. Yeah? No, it's not counting it. This sucks. How's that not it? They're torturing me on purpose. Is this the right one? No. I think if we turn it more. Okay, now go backwards. But cut your wheels this way. No, no, the other way. Look at this asshole standing behind us, not fucking helping. Give us some direction, dude. I just keep on making it worse. Ugh. Okay, we have to pull over here, and then forward, and then forward, and then forward. And then backwards. Straight back. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, there we go. Brilliant. Really cut it in. Maybe? I think the corners are gonna match up. Oh my god, yes! Yes! Woo! We did it! Hate parking. Ooh, we're so close to level 5, but getting pretty late. I think I'm gonna. Ooh, we got an email? What's that? Nah, boo. I don't care. Ooh, my gosh, I am so burpy today. That was honestly kind of fun. Alright. That was a good time. I had a nice time. Thank you so much, everybody who joined. Me and my, ooh, shiny forehead. I blame my collagen facial from Sunday. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me on my 1 year anniversary of being unemployed. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys have fun. So sorry for my absolute dreadful driving and parking skills today. But you know, entertainment is entertainment, okay? I put my hair in its little claw prison for most of stream, but I'm kind of tired with it now. God, I really want my hair to like grow down to my waist, honestly. That would be so fun. Yeah, would it be more interesting if I knew exactly what I was doing all the time? I don't think so. I feel maybe with like a full steering wheel setup, everybody would do better with this. But for me, probably not, because I'm apparently a very good driver for those who are my passengers. But to me, I feel like I'm just like gripping the steering wheel, completely blackout, do not remember at all how I drove here. But yeah, literally today I was supposed to drive. Ooh, I got my nails done, by the way. I didn't tell you guys. But they're cute. You can't really see them.
They're like sparkles. I'll put a post on my probably my TikTok story too, as well as my thing. But they're like duochrome, and then I had my nail tech draw like little stars on them. But I didn't drive. Instead, I traded my little sister pancakes for breakfast and a Starbucks for her to drive me and drop me off and pick me up because I hate driving that much. I literally did not sleep yesterday until like 2 a.m. because I was having a panic attack about possibly driving today. 10 out of 10 will sell food to not have to drive. So, thank you very much for joining me in my exposure therapy and listening to my silly little freight nerdiness. I truly, truly love trailers so much. Movie and truck trailers. And, that's pretty much it. I think we're gonna get back, next Tuesday with, Tavern Talk. I do want to finish Tavern Talk. I'm so glad it was interesting. I have so many more. I think we got through like most of how the freight industry works, like scheduling things and different DOT regulations. We got through like a lot of stuff. You could basically apply to a freight job right now, and you would probably make it through the interviews pretty easily, let me tell you. So if you're looking for dispatcher work, I am too. But we'll be back next Tuesday with Tavern Talk, and then after we finish Tavern Talk, we will be resuming Stardew Valley, and I do really enjoy doing the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday stream. Please do, please do. Yeah, you could just have me use your reference. put Razzle Dazzle Gaming on the reference card. No, but Loki will read over people's resumes. Will give opinions on your LinkedIn. I'm not kidding. For free. For free reviews, professional reviews, help me put experience on my LinkedIn for HR positions. Anyway, good. Okay, schedule next week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. We're back on our usual schedule. We're going, I feel like it does. I feel like it, you know, if I use a pallet jack as a scooter inside a data center. Yeah, I think so. If you can operate a pallet jack, that's already like half of warehouse positions anyway. All you need is like forklift certification from there, and that's easy. That's just go-karts, really. And OSHA. Right. Okay, next week's schedule. Not getting distracted. Tuesday, Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time. Saturday, 8 p.m. Central Time. As usual, Tavern Talk, and then maybe Stardew if we finish Tavern Talk next week. I don't think we are. I think it's gonna be all Saturday too. But I will figure that out through Google before I send out the schedule on Monday. Yes. I will hopefully have the first 2 VODs, or the first 3 VODs posted by then. So that if anybody missed yesterday's stream, then you guys can catch up on what we did then. But I'll also just like provide a brief explanation once we hop in anyway. We got a few new characters. It was pretty cool. We got a wizard. And that's it. I really enjoyed Tavern Talk, but this is probably the last time we're gonna play American Truck Simulator until next year. Maybe I'll do it for my birthday next year. Or, yeah, next year. What day is it? What month? What year? I don't know. Anyway, that's all I have. I keep on getting so sidetracked, too. I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for being here, and bye-bye.